What's up, everyone? How's everyone doing today? Hope you're doing good. Everyone doing A+ today? Hope y'all are. Howdy, 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 10 Peaches. Looks like we also got Janky and Jeff in chat. Hope y'all are doing A+, A+. No, my bot isn't working right now. YOLO. What pain. Okay, well, I still need to get stuff to get ready. I need to get switches and stabs. We got some choices, though. I'll bring out some choices to show everyone. Wait, and you still get stabilizers, huh? I guess stabilizers are kind of important, right? You ever made a wind noise? Okay. No, I know it's up. Is the wind noise fixed? I think the wind noise should probably be fixed. Cool. I have a normal fan that's elevated pretty high just to help circulate air in my room from time to time. I had it on, so I turned it off. I'll be okay with just my ceiling fan doing its thing. You know, I haven't built a keyboard in this new setup yet, so I'm pretty curious to see how the experience is, to be honest. Let's just put all the stuff like this for now. Stabilizers, and then we can get started. Stabilizers is definitely something I need to order much more of. Howdy, 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 one drunk man. Hope you're doing well today. So we have a few switch options today. I need to review all these switches still, so I'm not going to lube them stock. I want to try them unlubed, and then I'm going to eventually desolder them and lube them like a normal human being. So what switches should I use? Any opinions here? I have no real preference of which one I go with. There we go. Hippo or penguin? I was thinking hippo, Momokas, or mauve are some of the three that definitely seem interesting to me. As far as I know, 63.5 gram penguin is just a 63.5 gram, I don't even know what it is, linear or tactile. Tactile. So it's supposed to be like an ergo clear, I suppose. And polio, if I remember correctly, is supposed to be like a halo clear. This is probably, oops, Nebulant's cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? Don't even know, dude. I purchased those switches so long ago, and I just put them in the container. I'm like, I'll deal with them when I get back from my little hiatus. Yeah, it's like an ergo clear clone, but not ergo clear, I mean halo. Okay, I need 7U, and then I need backspace, enter, left shifts. What are Momoka? Great question. They are interesting. They have the new knot box design. Don't focus on the switch behind. Focus on. Come on, focus. There we go. They're linears. They're pretty smooth. Pretty interesting. They are very smooth, but I don't know if I'll use them just yet. I think I'll go, let's go with the hippos. I think the hippos here are going to be our best bet over these Momokas for now. I don't know, they feel pretty good. Maybe we'll leave them in the running and I'll decide after by the time I lube. Hippos, I believe these are the ones with the UMHW stems from Gatoron. Hello, Destination Rock. Which one sounded cooler? I'm not sure if you could hear either of them when I put them to the mic. It be how it do because it is, you know. The plan for the rest of the year is simple. Try the F2 and then try for F2 and try for KFE CE extras. Nice. That's simple. Simply difficult. But I wish you all the best. This was previously lubed. It should be relubed. Some people rag on the sport for being a fancy tray mount. You can see their perspective. Here's the thing, right? What's wrong with being a fancy tray mount? If people decide to hate on tray mounts for the sake that they're tray mounts, they just ignorant IMO. That's it, right? Like, there are great boards that are tray mounts that are extremely good keyboards. Fail round 1. Unicorn. Probably the Salvation, right? Like, people who just say, oh, it's a tray mount, so it's automatically trash. Those people are the trash that they try to ascribe tray mounts to, right? Because otherwise you can say every 2021 board is, oh, it's just a fancy gasket. It's just a fancy top mount. It's just a fancy X without any kind of further edification about the board. if they have reasons not to like something, sweet. That makes complete sense. If they don't, then I mean, some people just live that clown in life, you know. Some people are just clowns. No, some people are the whole circus. You know what I mean? K round 2 is one I am looking forward to. I ordered that one as well. I even upgraded to the brass bottom because I'm so fancy. Alright, I got everything ready. Let's do the most boring part of this stream. The lubing of the stabs. No one likes lubing of the stabs. But if you guys are willing to watch me lube stabs, I'll try to make it my best. Try this angle? Nope. What's happening? Why is it? Oh, there we go. Sorry about the seizures. Camera. Something is loose. I'm not sure what is loose. Have I wholly mod? I'm not gonna lie. I'm like an old man. What is the holy mod for stabs? Does that involve drilling holes? Because if it doesn't, I feel like I've already been lied to. What do you all think about this POV? The band-aid stem of the stab. Oh, okay. Sounds like it's something I shouldn't care about. Epsi mod with band-aid instead of the Desi after films. Is this camera angle too intense? Is this too close? This is a new angle I wanted to try. I don't know if this camera angle is maybe a bit too close up. I wanted to try something new. Let me know what you think. I feel like most people wouldn't ever usually normally get a view like this unless it was like in like a YouTube video where it's like, oh, got the camera set up, gotta record this. No, don't get me wrong. We're still gonna have the normal overhead view with me in the corner per the norm, but this is something different, something new. Shit. What if I? It's a little easier. I know it's going to be closer to over top view, but if I just raise this a little bit. It's better than the action cam on my chest. Oh man, those days. There's like 3 of those streams. That was hilarious. Okay, how about this one? As opposed, this one little higher up, but I think this one's is a little more workable. There we go. Focus on the stab, not on the freaking wires. Yeah, I think this one's a little better. Has everyone streamed with a GoPro? Yes, several people have. I'm pretty sure. I know One Up Keyboards, when they did streams, they used to have a GoPro attached to their soldering iron. Except the issue with that is it's soldering moves a bit fast and like jittery for that, where it's like you stay still for half a second and then you just snap to the next point. I'm sorry, I don't have any fancy build commands. I'm just building a salvation. I haven't decided the switches yet. We're gonna decide the switches together, everyone. I'm not like those professional streamers that have everything ready ahead of time. You could say I'm a noob streamer. Oh, I need to clip these tabs. I thought these were clips. Those ones clipped I grabbed? Yes, they are. Okay. What color salvation did Sullivan get me? It's gonna be a surprise. It's just gonna have to be. You're just gonna have to wait and see. You see what I did there? I did the classic trick. You'll have to wait and see. Now you're gonna have to keep me alt tabbed in the background until you hear me say, "Okay, it's time to do the unboxing." See, that's my 200 IQ. That's how I know you're gonna stay alt tabbed in. Jeff, I don't think my streams have ever been not scuff, to be perfectly honest. Like, realistically, I should be smart and I should be using a fixed focus instead of autofocus, but I'm not smart. So you just keep seeing the focus breathe back and forth. Have I pulled out the Dremel? Not today. I don't think I'll need to apply a Dremel to the Salvation. I don't think Salvin screwed up the board that bad. In fact, I don't think he screwed. I'm inclined to say he probably did a pretty good job with the board. Here for the show. It's like what Jay Chef has always said, where one of his favorite parts is the scuff, because the scuff usually leads me to fucking something up, which leads me to be like, I guess the stream's going on for an extra hour while I diagnose and fix my stupid problem from me being stupid and making a stupid decision. This one's already clipped. Okay, that was long to the other one, so I need to clip this one. Half plate? One drunk man? You're just gonna have to wait and see what kind of exciting build I get. If the Dremel comes out, you know it's good. If the Dremel comes out, either I have something very ambitious in mind, or I really fucked up. Is there a Dremel Go Burr command? Not yet, but I feel like there should be. I feel like that's something we should work on. Usually both. Yes, my mission does get me into hot water with my own builds sometimes. Can I just fix this? No, this camera only likes doing autofocus. No, the song ended. I'd like a song to play. So how's everyone's day today? It's Monday. Hopefully everyone's Monday is going okay. Hopefully everyone has been catching some awesome keyboard streams and keyboard content. You know. Hoping everyone's finding a great, healthy way to enjoy keyboards as a hobby. So I was watching a video of another YouTuber that I like, non-keyboard related, and he said something really interesting. He was talking about radios, because he was talking about, you know, it's always good to bring like a radio out if you're going out, like, you know, trail riding, camping, etc., where, you know, you may be far from a cell phone tower and you may not have good radio signals. Bringing like a small little radio to, you know, radio your buddy is a good idea. And he was talking about, like, so when you go online and looking for like a little mini radio, first thing you should do is ignore all those CB radio people, all those ham radio people, because they're among the 3 most like intolerant people in the world, or most like nitpicky, annoying people in the world. I'm thinking about, like, yeah, keyboard people are pretty bad. A lot of keyboard fans, from an outside point of view, are kind of shitty. And it's kind of like, oh, it made me feel kind of bad when I think about like certain aspects of our community where it's like, oh, that's kind of negative. But as long as you can find a good, healthy, positive way to enjoy the hobby, then that's what counts, right? You watched a 30-minute video on history of Mashal post on Discord. It's amazing. Oh, nice. Huey is the video of the panel HHB. There is a video. You have to log in to the presentation thing, and it'll be there. It's kind of annoying. I asked them if they could upload it on YouTube or anything. They're just like, no. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, isn't this good enough? I didn't even want to respond to that question of, is this good enough? Because, come on. I definitely say if you get too into keyboards, it's really easy to see all the negative. That's partially why I took my little hiatus when I did, because I just want to step back and be like, there are things I can still enjoy about this hobby, because overall I do enjoy this hobby. Definitely aspects that I don't enjoy that are mostly community related. Whereas Neb, it is late for him. It is like 11, about to hit 11 o'clock for him, and it's 7. So I don't blame him if he doesn't show up, because our time zones aren't the most compatible in the world. And he lives, for what I know, a relatively normal human life cycle in terms of his sleep patterns. I will say that, yeah, you kind of have a point there, 10 Peaches. It's like, it's very easy to accidentally gatekeep in our hobby. I think that's true. I think it is very, very easy to gatekeep, even if you don't mean to. That's what I mean. Like, even by accident. Sometimes some things people in our community say, even if they don't mean it in that way, can easily come across as like gatekeep language. Thanks, Sake. But I think some people also take it the wrong way, right? Like, for example, some people will be like, oh, I don't like this board. I think this is a bad board. And maybe it's just like a starter board, a board that would be good for beginners. And people were like, well, I have that board. I'm a beginner. Why are you trying to gatekeep me by saying my board is bad? It's bad for us. If you enjoy your board, don't let people not stop you from enjoying it, right? So it kind of like flows both ways, you know? Where it's like, how much is it gatekeeping? How much of it is maybe someone having, you know, less open eyes about learning about deeper facets of our hobby. And that's kind of just the difficulty of human interaction. You tell yourself everyone is wrong but you. Is that gatekeeping? No. I don't think so. Don't attach people's characters? Do you mean don't attack people's characters? You can criticize a board, we shouldn't say someone is bad for it. Yeah, I agree. No, I definitely agree. Unfortunately, it's like a lot of people, and like, man, this is going to sound... No, this is... you know, I'm going to stand by this fully. Some people put too much weight in their identity into their hobbies. Like, you know, those people who say, like, I'm a runner. And literally their whole entire, like, worldview and identity is around the fact that they're a runner. I'm obviously just using running in general, but I'm sure you guys know the people, right? There's some kind of hobby and they become that hobby for some reason. And it's like, you should be a more multifaceted person. You shouldn't let just one hobby, one aspect of your life just dominate everything, right? Like, you're not gonna, unless you're also a professional runner who runs as your job and your hobby is also running. Sure, you can attach that as your identity. I have not actually ever watched any running anime. I have watched cycling animes though. Great to see you, Formidable. Hope you're doing good today. 23 viewers. Where did everyone come from? Is everyone trying to cure the Monday blues. Why did I loot this first? I'm so dumb. At least it'll stand on its own. I think some people in the hobby became that way, and I think it, like... I don't know. I've seen people, like, really out of nowhere say, like, some weird things just because I think they ascribe too much of themselves. And whether it's keyboards, cycling, this or that, right? Cycling is toxic. Dude, that's why I ride with, like, literally no other cyclists. Cycling can be pretty bad. Racers are toxic. People are like, yeah, I race Cat 4. Cat 3, it's kind of a big deal. I'm like, bruh, come on. Come on. Cat 8. The Commuter 500, baby. Cat 5 life, baby. Sorry, no build command. I'm just building a Salvation. Switches haven't been decided because what's the fun in spoiling the fun? Or I'm just so unprepared. Why did I told myself I'd get Mr. Where's Gravity Friend? I don't know why I haven't been using it. It's been so long since I've... This is actually a treat. This is the first time I've physically soldered a keyboard in about 3 months. Technically, I soldered a little bit last night to fix a hot swap socket on a different board. But, I haven't streamed in a cool minute. I'll be honest. So this is the first time I've been streaming a full build. The Aquaman. Hey man, I'm just happy that you're willing to click based off Man of Interest has come online. I'll take that. I'll take that. That's a W in my book. I'm one of the best resources for Topra. Imagine not needing to put out content in 3 months and still being one of the best sources for Topra. Haha! Feels Topra.jpg. Keep the faith, Ling. Keep the faith. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I'm extremely proud of that PFU event. Like, I think that went extremely well. I think they did an amazing job on their side. I'm not gonna lie. I am pretty proud of myself of how well I did. Just gonna put that out there. Sheldon Brown's website's still good. Yeah, rip Sheldon Brown, man. That guy knew how to properly enjoy and share cycling with the world. Well, I am working on, I'm still working on my Desky Dome review. That should actually be out this month. And Desky's actually sent me another Topra-related thing to review, which I'm pretty excited about. And I'm hoping, according to Mr. Norbauer's timelines, we should get shipping for my Heavy Grail soon enough, hopefully. Because, like, I already have my quote-unquote dream build planned out, you know? Because Heavy Grail plus certain parts, you know what I'm saying? You got one in Aperture. Ooh, that was one of my top choices. But come on, Ying. I love Topra. You probably know what choice I went when it came to the Heavy Grail. Veracity, baby. What's my that's my method of choice these days. Mech Market, buying them from the one website you can't remember. The one website you can't remember was Cindy's website, which unfortunately is no longer in commission. The hurricane plus health issues have taken quite the toll on Elect Plus. So they're chilling for now. They're wonderful people. I still, you know, I say hi to them every now and then. For vents, I just buy the vents I need from, like, and I scavenge them usually from, like, depends on what kind of vents I'm looking for. She liked quite a few things. She was very knowledgeable. Okay, last bit of the stab, and then we can get to the switches, and then we can get to the keyboard. I should probably tell Sal. What time is it in Belgium? Anyone at the time in Belgium right now? I should probably tell Salvin I'm building his board. But if he's sleeping, then he's... Wow. PR, you're actually the second or third person to ask about the Holy mod today. I just found out what the Holy mod today, and it still isn't even completely clear to me what the Holy mod is, other than, like, a different kind of Band-Aid mod. No. It's 5 a.m. Well, the man is... He may be crazy enough, but I'm not gonna... He's even having a coffee or snoring. I'm gonna guess snoring. It's okay. I'm not a big enough streamer for him to probably tune in, is my guess. Because I have a very small streaming presence. And that's okay with me, actually. Putting a Band-Aid inside your stab to get rid of the rattle. Interesting. I don't think it'd be bad. It doesn't sound like it'd be bad. Sounds not too bad. Sounds reasonable enough, to be honest. If I'm perfect. I need to clip this one too. Okay, stabs are done. Okay, we got our options for switches, but let's be real, we're not going to use this today, and we're not going to use this today. It's going to be one of these three. The question is, which one of these three are we going to go with today? You're testing the new Band-Aid mod, and works pretty well. It's a pain in the ass to get them positioned correctly, even if they're all size consistent. Well, that's annoying. Then again, I personally think films are still kind of annoying. I feel like we should get rid of the most boring option. Let me just confirm these in my hands. This feel fine. Hippo and Moth have been done. I don't remember doing those. That's new to me. Oh, what do I want to do? What's my goal today? To build a keyboard. And not bring out the Dremel. My goal is always not to bring out the Dremel. You want interesting or boring? I mean, all of them are interesting to me, to be honest, because I haven't used any of them. It's going to be my first time using any of them in a big keyboard. So, what am I trying to achieve with this build? Completion. coin flip with... I'm sorry, Sake, I do not have any 3-sided coins. Nothing like a poll with 22 viewers with 4 people active. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like a 3-way. You guys are gonna make it be like a 3-way tie, aren't you? Positive. Okay. You guys can see part of my fancy keyboard. Where's my... There it is. Question. Which switch? First is Hippo Linear, then it's Mauve, then it's Momoka. Lego. Isn't there a website with random draw? Yeah, any kind of random number generator. Alright, run it for a minute. I did a poll. The poll's live. Be polled. You've just been red polled. Oh. That's not a thing people say, is it? Well, it looks like things are majority Momoka at 6 votes. That's 6. That's more votes than I thought would be total. That's really Momoka then. Time to build the Salvation. So it's obviously not in its original shipping box because this was empty and I needed to fill this, so I just put it in here. So what do we got? We got some gaskets. Pull rate is 24%, which is pretty good actually. I dream of beating the U.S. election polling rate. Only 10 more percent. 10 to 20%, depending on who you ask. Ooh, PCB. You know you're in good hands when you see this PCB logo. Okay, you're in good hands. It's gonna be good PCB. Oh, we got some sticky stappies. Nice. Some holographic ones. What anime have I seen recently? None. I have actually not watched anything this season or last season. Look at this nice wrapping. I need more merch from designers. Yeah. How do I feel about Rosario Vampire? It's pretty good. It's pretty fun. I laid the groundwork for high school HH, or not high school, it's a high school HH, something HH, what is it, HH? High school DD, my bad. HH. Oh. High school DD. It's basically set the precedent for high school DD to exist. So yeah, I very much appreciate Rosario Vampire for what it brought to the anime community and for degenerates like myself. I would like a dull shirt, no moto though. I'd like a dull shirt too. Okay, do we just open this? Do I just rip this like a barbarian? Ow! Ow, why did I do that? Ow. Tremble. Ow, that kind of hurt though. Bro, I'm not gonna I'm just. Am I bleeding? No, it's blunt. If I did that and I was bleeding, something would have gone very, very wrong. Ooh, okay, got some hardware. M2x3s and some more 3Ms. So what do you call this color? Silver. That was rhetorical. Silver. Cool. Gotta figure out this whole thing, but first let's just build the board. I can worry about this later. Let's just do hashtag Huey things and put the feet on. I like these long boy feet. These feet are actually kind of cool. Well, Sake, it was probably because silver was discovered before aluminum. I mean, just throwing that out there. Historically, I'm pretty sure humans knew about silver before they knew about aluminum. Aluminum refining is expensive. Very well could be. For the price I'm buying keyboards for, I believe you. So here's the real question. Are there instructions I'm supposed to read on how to assemble this board? I feel like there are, and I don't know them. Because this seems like a lot, but I'm going to deal with that when I get there. Let's just, let's just open up the plate. Ooh, pretty. They sent me, I'm pretty sure they sent me soldered because they know I'm not a scrub. Yeah, they sent me a soldered PCB, of course. Ooh, this is the nicest FR4 plate I've seen in my life. Hello, gentle. I mean, I wouldn't care if they sent me a, I wouldn't really care that much if they sent me a hot swap PCB, but I'm pretty sure they're in the know. Let's just go with that. Let's just go with they're in the know. It would be less fun. Okay. For anyone who, if you've lived under a cave and you haven't seen, here's the flex factor of the PCB. Nice. So the midsection has some flexy-wexy to it, you know what I'm saying? Ooh-woo. Since the plate is also FR4, you know, it has that. Big flex energy. Let's put some Staberinos on, since I've built them. That's too big of a Phillips. Let's go with a smaller salvation mount. Has these interesting little things. I'm just curious to see how this all works. How is it flex? With the power of friendship. Well, we're gonna find this out. We're gonna solve this mystery together, okay? Okay, mystery gang? You guys are gonna be the mystery gang for today. Flex Nirvana? It's Flexvana. Oh god, Flexvana. That's gonna be like a name of like a yoga studio. Welcome to Flexvana. What have I done? There's going to be dead ass a Flexvana yoga studio now somewhere in the world. Maybe we yoga studio aimed at like stereotypical dude bros. It probably, of course, it's gonna be in California or Washington, specifically near a tech campus. Man, charge this is no better. Come on, there you go. What am I listening to? Well, good thing building keyboards hasn't changed in 3 months. Right, everyone? It hasn't changed in 3 months, right? I'm not walking myself into unknown territory. I mean, I am, but this territory ain't that bad. Something about this plastic and these screws. Oh well. I'm happy I got a silver salvation because I don't have a silver 60% that I particularly like. No, there's one. Just kidding. I'm sorry, Kira 60. I was wrong. Come on. Yeah, this screwdriver's having issues. I'm not sure what part is binding. It's funny, PR. I remember talking years and years and years ago with Hot Top how we both dislike a lot of Switch sound feel nomenclature because it just lends itself to like almost purposeful vagueness. Alright. This is ready. This is ready. Bada bing, bada boom. We about to zoom. People don't do that anymore, do they? Good. Salva knows there's only one spacebar spot, one bottom row layout that really matters. Was every build for the Salvation with this FR4 plate? Because honestly, this is a really cool kit. Merry Christmas, bruh. Just buy switches and match the theme. I mean, with JWK, that's like the easiest thing to do nowadays. It's like it's not even like choosing what kind of switch you want. It's like what kind of color you want when you go JWK. It's like, okay, these are all above mediocre linears. Let's just choose a color I like. Yeah, I'll pay a few cents extra for the color I like because it's gonna color match and only I'm gonna see it. But that's fine. That's enthusiast shit, right? Ridiculous? Yes. You know what? Yoro. Right? It's like going to a PC builder and be like, why do you route your cables if you're never going to look at them once you close your case? It's like, bruh. Bruh. So these are 3-pin switches, so nice and easy. There's a keyboard with an acrylic window in the middle, the lumberjack. Like the first 4 or 5 notes of that melody line, every time it repeats, reminds me of an Avril Lavigne song. Sounds are kind of meh when you wear headphones at work most of the time, meaning that's smooth and within 63.5 to 65 solid. And linear temp just solid. Linears are a solid choice. So I was talking with the boys, and we might have an episode of Keyboards Tonight at the end of the month. Keyboards Tonight returns. Hopefully we get all of our ducks in a row. That would be nice. That'd be fun. Fun with friends. Apparently, some of our video, especially Hugo's video that he shot, really took off at like I think it was like over 20,000 views, and somehow like even though we've only had 2 episodes, the channel already has like 2K subs. So apparently like his video was like circling around certain like Facebook groups. I'm not. He's been telling me that. I don't really know because I'm not on Facebook. I don't really Facebook. I haven't Facebook since like literally since I left college. I'm like, I'm done on Facebook. I'm over this. One where he slept, yeah, the one where he slept under the desk. The evolution of a keyboard enthusiast person. Yeah, it's crazy time PR. I love how simple the back of this looks. Like, is this not just simple and clean? Okay. Well, I guess it's time to solder. It's not easy. For this part. This is the easiest part, right? Where's my solder? Here's my solder. Where is my... I'll just use that one. Screw it. Nope, that is... Did that get hot yet? Probably not. Better safe than sorry. Even though this is hot swap and it's not really a big deal. Let's just use the big boy. The Chungo. Chungo wedge. Boop. How unnecessary is it that my soldering iron is hot swappable? Literally hot swappable. Because while it's at full temperature, like right now, where it's, you know, 350C, I could hot swap this with another tip. That's crazy. That's clean. Beautiful. Let's get to it. Why would anyone need that? Hey, maybe you're a high efficiency factory and need to swap tips right quick, you know? Holy crap! Please. Hey, if no one needed it, they wouldn't have made it probably. I mean, it's paste. I'm pretty sure they don't have money just to throw around. They have to convince keyboard enthusiasts not to buy Hako somehow. Heck W. I'm gonna do the corners first. 2U or 1U backspace in Songong? 2. Why would it ever be 1U backspace? What do you mean? Otherwise it'd be a 1.5 if I'm using HHKB location. It would never be a 1U. What am I, JIS layout? This is America, bud. Oh, split backspace. Split backspace depends. It for me it depends on the board and if I just want it. For me, it's like it's a mood. If it's not obviously if it's not like a MXHHKB layout, then it's a mood thing. But typically, I wouldn't typically. Come on, there we go. Okay, get the last corner, then I get my 4 corners. And once we've gone to the 4 corners monument on the Salvation, we'll finish the rests. Alright. Oh, you guys want to try this one? No, this is probably going to be a really bad view for soldering, huh? Let's see. This is how it looks. Come on. Should we that heat up more? That was my bad. It's been a few months. I don't know. What do you guys like? Do you guys like this or the top down? And do top down. I think it's easier. Need more support. This PCB just wants to let go of these switches. Or the PCB, I mean, wants to let go of these switches so easily. So how's everyone doing? Everyone doing that hunky-dory life today? Hope you guys are. All are. Just bought an alcohol stove. Nice. For bike packing. Nice. I mean, if you're really lazy, you could just get some tin cans and just make a hobo stove. It's basically an alcohol stove, because I mean, it is an alcohol stove. That's kind of a pain, though, at times. Second shot's kicking your ass. Oh, man. Hope you feel better soon, bud. Maybe I need to get like one more camera angle that's farther than this one, but closer than this one, you know? My phone just... That's what I think I need to work on. I think I know how to make that possible. So it's funny, not building keyboards in three plus months. You know what the weirdest thing is about building a keyboard? the most weird thing. Handling the solder of like remembering like, oh, I gotta feed it. For some reason that's actually the weirdest thing right now of getting back into. The rate I need to feed the solder at. Dealing with the freaking roll on the table. Remembering I need to, you know, unwind a little bit. It's like a super small detail, but like it's the only thing that's really sticking out to me that feels that I need to readjust to, just 'cause I haven't done it in so long. If I don't need to pull out the desoldering iron, I'll consider today a success. Almost done. But it's a good Monday, surprisingly. I have like 3 more boards I can build in the for future build streams too. So I got content stacked. I got things ready for streams at least. I'm still working on a lot of video stuff. Sometime later this week or next week will be the return of the This Week in Keyboards. So if you've missed that series, the rapid fire will be back. Because rapid fire, pew 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 pew. Finger guns. So, here's the question of the ages. So, you get a souffle. What's the best topping on a souffle? That's a big question right there. I personally like strawberries and cream on a souffle. I think that's like the MVP option. Whipped cream, also a great choice. Okay, I need to figure out how to deal with these things. So let's just break all the FR4 tabs I know I need to break. Start there. Oh my god, why are these so stiff? I'm gonna grab clippers. Okay, let's see what music. Are we gonna get more country music next? No. I'm out of music for that list. Okay. I'm gonna read out some moods, and you guys, I'm gonna do the first three you guys say. I'm gonna read out the moods, okay? Anything that sounds interesting. Uplifting, epic, powerful, exciting, happy, funny, carefree, hopeful, love, playful, groovy, sexy, peaceful, serious, dramatic, angry, tense, sad, scary, dark. Give me three themes. We're gonna hear music, royalty-free music. I'm gonna turn lyric with no lyrics with those three themes. I need three moods. Uplifting, epic, powerful, exciting, happy, funny, carefree, hopeful, love, playful, groovy, sexy, peaceful, serious, dramatic, angry, tense, sad, scary, dark. Oh my god, these are all these are thick boys. Okay, I'm gonna go with the first of each person. So we got epic, carefree, and groovy. I'm gonna go with that. Okay, epic, add, carefree, add, and groovy. Okay, let's see our results. Turn off the no songs with lyrics. Okay. I can fuck with this. I can fuck to this. Oh my god. Okay, 1 out. This is actually the hardest part. I lied, this is the hardest part of the build. Ooh, that worked out better than I thought it would. There we go. Now I got full leverage. Okay, now what do I do with these? Is the next big question. Okay, it obviously involves these things. I only have 4 standoffs. I got a lot of screws. Okay, I got more screws here. Okay, screws. M4 and M3 screws. Okay, M2x4 and 3s. So that's just length difference. I got these pads, and I got these pads. Do I need to freaking look this up? Is this just a weight on the bottom? I'm assuming this is just a weight. So these look like they're keyed one direction, right? So that means they flex inwards, right? Oh, dang it. Come on. Pads go in the middle of the holes. Let's see if there's something on. Run salvation build guide. Ah, perfect. that's how it roughly looks. Got it. Okay, so these will go on the ends of these. Since it seems like these are the most plentiful and they're the long ones, these you can go through. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I got 16, so it's 4 extras. So that's what it looks like. It looks like this would go in here like this, right? Right? One of these small circle ones. So this, right, would fit in here, right? On top on one end, I put one of these pads, and you guys are saying in the tray here, I put one of these. I'm guessing it's where that dimple is. There's a small little dimple right there. I'm sure you guys can see it. This dimple here. So let's go ahead and do that. First, let's put all the underpads on. Worst case scenario, Sullivan yells at me. Never had a Belgian man yell at me before. So my question is, how about these ones, which are perforated inside? Would those... No, those still face upwards. No, okay, actually, no, I know. Those are for the PCB. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the PCB mount points. Those are where these boys come in. Got it. Man, I'm so smart. All these are only keyed one way. Oh, I'll get there when I get there. I wish there was some kind of like easy applicator for these. I totally botched that one up. To be fair, I do have extras. Yeah, I'm gonna put them in. I'm just gonna tamp them down, just like you would a nicely packed bowl. Or pipe. No, Sake, I'm not gonna need a Dremel to apply pads. I'm not sure how this music is funny. It's certainly epic and groovy. Or epic and English. I don't know if this is really something that most people could groove to. I could groove to this. But could you? I'm gonna fix this one. We'll find it. That's legal, right? Yeah, reapplying pads is legal in the state I live in. This music is Dremel music? No. This is like a montage scene music. This is like a gearing up scene. And then the main character is walking toward camera. And then intro title. That's what this is right now. I cannot reach this. How do I get the other one? Carefully, like that. Okay, so for example, for like this one, let's go closer together, okay? So for this one, right? Would this be like reverse, where the circle pad goes underneath, right? This goes on top right here, right? And then I guess this just kind of freeform stands right there. There's no way to secure it in. And all these are only keyed one way, not two way. Oh no, actually I'm wrong. There are some that are keyed two ways. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm dumb. I didn't see them. Okay, got it. It would be both on the top, right? Extra divots for the screw head on the other side. Got it. Makes sense. Cool. We Gucci gang. Let's proceed. So let's start by separating all the single and doubles. Single, double, single, single. Single, double, double, single, 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 double, single. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. The count matches. We're in good hands. So that means I know where to use these M3 by 2s. So I need to get M2 by 3s. So let's get M2. Is this M2 enough? Is this M2 enough? This is, it's 2A, 2A. Small as M2 again? That's not M2, that's M1.1 change. Why not have an M2? I do have an M2. What's right here? Got it. Where'd I put my electric screwdriver? Here it is. The math checks out. Always fear a man who's willing to count. Okay. Do this together. I don't even need the electric screwdriver for this, actually, since I can just hold it in a very bad view that you guys can barely see. Grab this guy. Oh, maybe I need to use the longer ones? Oh no, this is fine. Bam. That's one of them, baby. Let's do that 3 more times. The last 4 screws are for actually mounting the PCB onto these standoffs. Okay, cool. Now for these, I just need to put one of these at the ends of each one. Right? Nice and simple. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh my god, I pulled off the freaking paper on the back of this, not the sticky. There we go. Ah, yes. Look at that. Look at that fine specimen. Look at that out of focus. Do you guys want this screen, or do you guys want to deal with the focus bleeding in and out? I mean, because I can see it just fine either way, because I'm here. Top down is fine. Gucci gang. Anything exciting for anyone on this Monday? Today? Right now I'm trying to debate if I want to spend like, it's like 100 something to get some Blue Alps or a Blue Alps 60% build. Because I have a 60% polycard case. It would be a stainless steel plate, gasket mounted, like unicorn style, with Blue Alps. I'm debating if I should spend the money and buy the Blue Alps and buy the plate, which both plus shipping would end up being like 160 more on that build. But then I'd have a gasketed Blue Alps build, which could be pretty badass, you know? Could be. Could be. I'm actually really curious to see how this feels. Because I have a feeling this is actually gonna feel okay. You know those little like those little wire like claw things that when you put it like on someone's head, it feels really weird and it feels really good. You know what I'm talking about? Like those things. The first time I ever saw that, my first thought was like, how can that possibly be comfortable? Having like little metal pins just kind of like rake your head. And then I tried it and I'm like, okay, I understand now. I'm sold. But first time I ever saw it, I was like, what is this torture device that you're about to impart upon me? And then I tried it. I'm like, I feel like this is gonna be the same exact way. Let's get to it. Let's start with all these simple ones. Question, are these magnetic? Oh, they are! Oh my god. Salvin. Thank Jeebus. Okay, oh, I see how it works. I see. I'm not sure if I'm going to type that hard, but I see how it works. That's pretty cool. This is actually pretty nifty of an idea. I like this general concept. Maybe you could just do without those pads at the bottom. I don't know, but it does give some that soften, and I know people like that. Yeah, they're just steel, not stainless, so they're I can pick them up with magnetic bitterino. So what does everyone in chat think about this concept of a case? Is anyone in chat, you know, join that group buy and is waiting for it? Is they're excited for it? Anyone not joined and they're skeptical about it? Definitely curious what y'all think. If you have more of those pads, you can try them in different positions or just tension. Big true. You got a blue one? Solid. Oops. Not yet. What does it sound like? Good question. I should torque them to the same value. I'm using my electric, so I mean, it's kind of, I'm just have the auto torque on, and it's just, I'm just doing it till it's like, I'm done. I'm like, okay, cool. Which is roughly the same every time, as far as I can tell. It should sound amazing. If it doesn't, let's blame the switches, because I'm trying these switches for the first time, and I have no clue what to expect for these switches. So if you're wondering, I'm using the Momica switches. Okay. I think the idea is pretty groovy. Won't lie about that. Definitely curious to see how it is in practice, though. I think it should feel nice. We'll see what happens after the fat lady sings. Almost done? No, this is one of the most innovative and pretty cool bottom pieces I've seen and used. I missed it. Oh, come on, come on. Escape, screw. Come on. Oh. I've freed you. I'm sorry. Okay, last two screws. Sorry, I just gotta bring it close because I can't see where I'm putting it in. I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down. Okay, it's all in. Now I gotta do keycaps, right? Question is, what keycaps work with silver? I don't know why I'm looking this direction. My keycaps actually are all this direction. And they're behind my monitor, so I can't even tell. I don't know. I don't know what keycaps I should put on. I didn't think this far ahead. Let's see. Oh, look at the lens flare. Beautiful. That's art. Let me see what caps I have available. Okay, I got some sets. Who's ready to vote for sets? These are the sets I have available that I think might look decent. What do you guys think? I'm looking for audience participation here. From the top, GMK Pristine, GMK Hyperfuse Round 1, CRP Xerox, DCS Wob, GMK Triumph Adler, and GMK Classic Retro. Oh, sorry, yeah, you're right. It's Bow, not Wob. It's Bow. Let's just. I can fix this. Watch. If I just take this out and I just make this upside down, bam! It's fixed. Now it's fixed. Got 2 votes, Triumph Adler. Well, thank you. A little preview. Here's Pristine. Here's High Refuse round 1. CRP Xerox. Black on white DCS. Triumph Adler. Classic Retro. What are we thinking, folks? How does the cookie crumble today? Triumph Adler looks like the most popular, though. I hope I have everything I need for this. I forgot that this was a bad compatibility set. I'm pretty sure it was when it ran a long time ago. I'm pretty sure this was like a shit compatibility set, if I remember correctly. There's nothing that's flex to it. Wow, it feels good. I can't really hear it yet because I'm still listening to the music. But I'll take my headphones off in a second and give you my personal thoughts. So these are stock Momoka switches, which are supposedly lubed in the factory and supposedly very, very smooth. Their own fancy blend, Fudahara, this or that. Whether or not their switches are good, well, let's find out very shortly together. Has anyone else in chat tried Momoka switches? That's the space star sound I want to hear. Why is GMK the only one who makes homing scoops like scoops? EPBT can make scoops. Nope, but depending on how it sounds, you might grab some. Yeah, so these are completely unlubed stock. Because they do advertise, no, you shouldn't need to lube these. These are smooth. And, you know, my head is like, let's see. Let's see there, bud. I mean, under my fingertips, I will say they do feel pretty smooth. For sure. That is not a lie. They feel smooth under my fingies. But I'm just putting keycaps on, you know, I'm not doing a full. This is the old GMK mold days. I gotta hit you guys with the old OG days. If anyone doesn't remember how the 1.5U control used to be. It used to be this control with this alt. That's like dead ass how it used to be. Not everyone remembers that, but controls used to be very intense. Like no joke, that's actually how their molds used to be for that key. Isn't that wild? So how was it for OG? No, actually, that was a specific one they had for some things. But no one uses that mold anymore because they have a normal control. So why would you use that? The question is like what? Like you can even still see it, the remnants on front screen right here. Isn't that a little funky compared to how it is today? Especially when a lot of modern people just put print. And it is fully double shot. The front is, of course, pad printed, but I mean, GMK actually does amazing pad printing. Well, do I even have a short shift? Yes, I do. Thank goodness gracious. Oh, sorry, wrong camera. Mabi. Imagine not having an FN key, and instead of an FN key, they give you a blink. Sound-wise, I think these need to be lubed. Let me pause my music. Get on my headphones. And turn off this fume extractor. I mean, you can like... I'm sure you can kind of see the focus is breathing because it's flexing. If I'm pushing on the space bar, you can see how the flex goes past. It's pretty cool, actually. This definitely would be good with really, how do I say this? Quote unquote thocky switches. Like really like nicely lubed holy pandas that have more of that pop than that tick. This would sound pretty nice with this system. It's thicker keycap, like thick PBTs would probably sound nice with this. Feels good. So the switches themselves. Smooth. But they feel unsubstantial. Like, you know, when you eat like when you there's quite a few cuisines I'm sure that you guys feel this with, where like there's a certain cuisine, you like it a lot. You can eat a lot of it. But you'll be hungry like 30 minutes to an hour later because something about that food isn't like substantive, right? It's still good, but it doesn't like really sustain you. Right? For me, it's like having pho. I can have, you know, a bowl of pho, and I'll feel really full. But give me an hour, hour and a half, I can eat again. Right? The smoothness is there, but the rest of the Switch field just doesn't have that substantial quality that you feel when it's a nicely lubed Switch. That's missing. But even with that, despite that, right, it's still pretty smooth. It's not like, you know, buttery as, you know, super nicely lubed switches, But I would definitely like recommend these switches to a beginner, someone who's newer, who doesn't want to lube. If someone's already willing to lube or willing to pay someone to lube, no, not really worth, at least not worth stock. But that's the thing, right? They're sold as good switches out of the box. I mean, technically every switch is sold as a good switch out of the box, but some come with higher expectations of modding than others, right? Like, I don't know a single person basically who uses boba switches stock. Does anyone know anyone who uses boba switches stock? That's not a thing, is it? Any breakfast food that isn't a skillet. Yeah, a lot of breakfast foods are pretty... I don't know. No, that's not for me, no. If I eat pancakes, that will fill me. Actually, just pancakes. Yeah, I can keep eating after bacon, sausage, eggs. Pancakes are what fill me at breakfast, for sure. Sorry, Miano, I don't have a build command because I'm not with Modern Times, but this is the Salvation. I built with what the hell are these switches called again? Momika switches. Here we go. Momika switches stock, because they're advertised as great switches out of the box that I need to review, and I also need to review this keyboard too at some point. Keyboard I am pretty pleased with. I'll say I've definitely felt smoother Anno. I like these corner geometries. So these corner geometries, I like that little triangle in the corner. I like how the chamfers meet. And you know how some boards make it have it rounded out completely, right? So it's just a one continuous curve. I do like how it is interrupted. The corner and the slant here. So it has that much more of a geometric thing going for. I know some boards even have like a smooth for this flat, but then they completely like chamfer the top and have it broken up like this. Although they'll usually have it broken as a line like this. I'm just making things with my fingers, but I'm assuming you guys know what I'm talking about. I hope you guys do. I'm definitely pretty pleased with the keyboard. The switch is kind of a letdown. But fortunately, I can just use any 60%. I take those 4 screws out. I take this out, right? I can just pop in a different plate. I can pop a different plate and PCB combo, right? I can try all sorts of things with this mounting style. I think that's great. I think that's going to be really cool. I actually have another WT60 kind of like this, where it has the flex cuts in the PCB that I might use for another build and use that and swap with this. Not bad. Honestly, not too shabby. What up, Terps? So, pretty good. Pretty good. Thanks everyone who's come in recently with the follow, Terps and Phoenix. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with the build. Anno-wise, definitely felt smoother Anno, in my opinion. It's almost like a very shallow, clear Anno, but I actually definitely has a much more of an industrial feel to this Anno. Because some boards, the Anno they aim for, right, is almost like we want to be like Apple, very 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 high grit, this highest grit sandpaper where it's basically like super. It's not sandpaper obviously, but you know what I mean, right? Where it feels less. The graininess is almost non-existent. This definitely has a little bit to it, but not in like a unrefined way, which is weird to say. I'm not sure if that's coming across well, but oh yeah, and of course here's the sides and back. How do y'all feel about this? The geometry we got going on here. This is how the bottom and sides meet. Right, so that was the top and this side, that triangle, and now we go to this triangle, and here's the sides that angle in, the back angles in, and we get to our USB port over on this side. USB-C only, baby. No USB mini allowed. Okay, this is a no USB mini allowed club. Okay, if you're a USB Mini, you can not pass go and collect the $200 on this board. If you know what I'm saying. That's a Monopoly joke for the kids out there who've never played Monopoly. Which I fully believe there are people who've never played Monopoly in the modern age who have grown up. Because I don't think Monopoly is that popular anymore. Have I watched Glarsis? Not recently. Yeah, no, overall, pretty pleased. Probably not outside the U.S., true. And even within the U.S., I'm pretty sure Monopoly isn't that popular, even among people who played Monopoly. Because it's like, Monopoly feels too real. It's like, oh, I'm going out of money because I can't pay this rent. Oof. Hey, Petrov. Sorry, it's too late to crack the cold board until the next cool board, which will be Thursday. Thursday's going to be the next stream for cool board. Debating if I should do another keyboards episode or start the brand new cool board for key sets. Which, man, key sets. That was always been a hard one for me to do for key sets. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's doing pretty well. Thanks, Phoenix, so much for joining. Have a wonderful night as well. I think you're going to enjoy this board a lot when it comes through for you. But yeah, cool board. I always felt key sets are kind of weird because there's only so much to talk about for a key set, in my opinion, at least compared to like the keyboard. But we'll make it work. We'll make it work. I mean, it's worked before, right? I've had cool board episodes where it was just all key sets. I mean, it's really easy to shit on the bad ones. That's true. So subjective outside kidding. I mean, easy. As a 40% kit, ooh, gonna be knocked down a peg for that one. Key that's getting harder to do with nothing delivering. That's true. True. I mean, it's okay. It's okay, Jeff. The first like I can pack the rest of this year of cool board key sets with just doing things I've already shipped and ran, and not run out. There have been so many things in our community. I think people forget how much shit is actually out there. Like, remember, I think you were there as well, Jeff. For the last cool board when it got really full, when I brought out SA Song Dynasty, and almost no one remembered that set, and I showed it to them, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe this shit actually shipped. I can't believe it existed. What's wrong with people?" So, I mean, there's plenty of stuff like that that's still out there. Some of the early novelty keys. Ooh. And the people who have seen it never forget. That's true. It's like opening the Pandora's box. Like, are you sure you really want to see one of the shittiest, legitimately shitty, like not even meme shitty sets, right? Like, a lot of people will shit on certain sets being like yikes for a lot of like kind of meme-ish reasons, or, you know, things about this, things around the set, right? With, like, you know, a lot of people not liking Plum because it didn't match at all, right? But like Song Dynasty is actually yikes. I don't know who that person is. Someone is proud of that set somewhere. I mean, in China is where. It is where. And you know what? They should be proud. Like, I've always said this, legitimately a waste of a Signature Plastics production spot. The only person who came out ahead is Signature Plastics because they got paid. No one else came out positive from that experience, from the experience at this SA Song Dynasty. I think it's too mean now. I think this is cyberbullying. I think I'm now a cyberbully. I'm toxic, guys. I'm sorry. Did it have a vendor? I don't know. I've totally forgot. I just remember what it looks like, and what it looks like just steals. Are we toxic streaming now? I've always been kind of toxic. Happens to the best of us. I'm not Hugo toxic though. Let's get the story straight here. Just kidding. I'm probably worse. I'm just arguably slightly more respected, so I can get away with it more. That's why I gotta revive my alternate keyboard persona, Huberto. The perfect guise for anything. So yeah, I got a cool board coming out later this week. Live stream. Hot takes with Tiny. Yeah, that was fun. That was very fun indeed. So I got cool board coming out later this week, and I think sometime this weekend I might do another stream about something else, something new, not a build. TBD kind of thing. And then Key Quiz. No, Key Quiz. I'm gonna have something Key Quiz related coming out later this week, I think, as well. I think that's on track to actually release. I think it's gonna be fun for everyone. It's a new Key Quiz thing I'm doing. Key Quiz, as you've known it before, I don't know if it'll come back, because honestly getting guests is very difficult. Not many people, I don't think many people want to be on the show. Because a lot of people derive their authority in the community from appearing knowledgeable, and that show just has a chance to contradict that. Right? I mean, it's kind of like there's very little to win for someone who's established to go on that show. That's what I feel like. So that's why I don't know if it's a good show, not for people I would want on that show. And if they don't get anything out of it, I would understand people not wanting to be on the show, and I don't want to put them in a necessarily negative position, right? So that's why I'm kind of skeptical of if I should return to Key Quiz in that format, as opposed to change up the format to open it up a bit more for contestants. I don't know. Do you guys have any thoughts of that? I'm not sure how many people here has watched Cool Board. It's pretty niche thing I did. Well, it definitely wasn't huge. I mean, nothing I do is huge. Maybe it's just very difficult for a lot of shows, because obviously everything is remote. Everything has to be remote. I mean, not even because of COVID, just because of literal physical location, right? Even panel shows that are done live, you could argue they could be done remotely, but the atmosphere and everything else around is not the same, right? And that's also why it's always been a challenge. But that's why the format it's been in, I felt worked for that challenge. When I was going through it and talking with the contestants, I don't ever want to put someone in a spot where people may think they're dumb when they're obviously not dumb, right? Everyone I've had on the show is actually pretty clever and knows a good deal more about keyboards than people may realize. I don't ever want to discredit someone's knowledge of keyboards, because I think everyone should be credited for their knowledge as long as they're willing to learn more. So yeah, it's hard to say. Final thoughts. Board, nice. Switches. If it was a cool board, it'd be meh. Not cool, but not yikes. But it's like a begrudging meh, because they're probably better than most things in the meh category. But obviously, they're not cool. They're not wow. They're workable switches, and there's nothing wrong with these switches as is. Case itself. If this was cool board, I don't know. I don't know if it'd make the WoW. To be perfectly honest, it'd make haiku for sure. That's a definite, right? Would it make WoW? I don't know. Maybe. I think the mounting is pretty innovative and unique, and there's a lot of things about that I like a lot. Any questions before I end the stream for it? I've been streaming for 2 hours. Gotta get ready for work tomorrow. Clean the room, know what I'm saying? Get ready for that real world shit. Looking through a few things first. Do I have another build to go? Not prepared at the moment. If I had to physically consume a Switch, which would I eat and why? Oh, it would be a I know. I actually have a clever answer. It would be I would eat a reed switch, a vintage reed switch, because they're small, thin, and they're all hermetically sealed, so all the innards everything inside the casing of the switch wouldn't fuck my body up. I would basically be eating like a pill, this big, very, very tiny rounds, and just swallowing it and passing through. No sharp bits. But yeah, I need a reed switch. That's my answer. For wondering, it's hermetically sealed because a reed switch works by having a magnet inside that can activate a sensor. That's all. And despite being hermetically sealed, the issue, of course, is never that mechanism, but of course the rest of the Switch being, made in anywhere between the 70s to the 90s, and just being made poorly and being scratchy, because why make things good when, you have to compete with IBM and, them putting out cheaper and cheaper boards and rubber domes, and how are you going to compete and have good Switches, right? Only really Cherry did that in the modern age until their patent expired. And once their patent expired, then we are where we are now with, Gateron, Kaiwa, JWK, and the sorts all just, pumping out clones of the original patent left, right, center, but with their own various improvements and changes to the original Cherry formula. Even Cherry is kind of like, they're doing great still because they have the big clients, right? The gamer brand, so to speak. But among enthusiasts, they'd be struggling. They'd be struggling. Although arguably they would argue their numbers are great with enthusiasts, because they're like, well, look at a Philco. A Philco is an enthusiast board because it doesn't have RGBs. And those are all Cherry, and we sell those Philco sells those like hotcakes. So obviously we as Cherry, who supply their Switches, do amazing in that sphere, which, everyone else like us who's actually in this sphere kind of knows otherwise. Not to say Cherry's bad, right? A lot of people still love MX Cherry Blacks. Spring swap it a little bit. It's going to have that classic Cherry sound and feel so many people love and come back to time and time again. And there's a reason that, myself included, many others, buy vintage boards and scavenge those vintage MX Black Switches. Yeah. I don't know why I'm keep talking. I should end the stream because I gotta... Wait, missed that. Get ready for tomorrow. Well, everyone, thank you so much for watching today. I am Man of Interests. I have, YouTube and a Twitch. That's basically it. I have a Discord. I'm not going to post the link. If you want to join the Discord, just find it, because the last thing you need to do is join another Discord that you're not going to be active in. If you're going to be active, great. But obviously, you'd want to find it in that case. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Take care. Love you all. And no matter what,